These are things that never in a million years would I have imagined we would have been able to do and we would have been able to provide for people. A relaxed performance, to me, is a performance where everyone is invited. A relaxed performance contains two parts. It's technical adjustments, but also it's the attitudes and the environment. And the Good Host program in general has been instrumental in spearheading knowledge of accessibility and the needs of disabled people.
The Good Host program has 3 different programs within it. So there's relaxed performances, which is what we're doing today. We also have ASL interpreted shows. And then we also have audio descriptions and touch tours. Those are for blind and visually impaired patrons. The relaxed performance is a performance of a professional theater production here in the city that's been modified to suit the needs of any kind of patron.
We're looking for what I often refer to as startles, things that people might not notice at all will be interpreted differently. We're also looking for things that might cause sensory overload, very loud sound, very bright lights, and also I look for use of strobe lights, use of other effects like fog, haze, and anything that might irritate someone with a medical sensibility. Also how the interaction with the audience is. Whether characters are going to be running around the stage, if they're running through the house. It's about looking how you can adapt that for both the show and for the disabled viewer. And I think a lot of people assume that we will just overdo it and like take all the effects away, but it's really just taking it a little bit back so that people are able to process it. So we say, just so you know, this is what's happening in the show. Here are some suggestions on how to deal with it.
There's some gunshots in the show. With Riki, our wonderful audience consultant, we decided that rather than removing those gunshots, as we would often do for a relaxed performance, as a special treat, we're actually going to invite Kevin, who's the gun master. Is that the place?
Hi, everybody. I'll just give you an example, just so you can hear how loud some of them get.
And so you're not saying you're disabled, you can't watch the show, or you're disabled, clearly you can't handle this. We're saying you might find this difficult, here are some possible coping mechanisms, we can help you with them. And then when you combine that with allowing for a safe space in case something is too much, that creates the whole element of the show.
The show is edited technically, but also the etiquette is relaxed. So whatever you need to do to enjoy the show, you can do that. So leave, come back, eat a snack, talk to the person beside you.
You also have the ability to have a safe place just outside the theater. If you need some place to calm down, if the theater is overwhelming, if there's something in the show that maybe means that you want to just step out for a bit, whatever the reason is, you can do that. That makes a huge difference for a lot of people.
Well, I love to take my son to the theater. He really, really likes it. But sometimes he does some quirky things, or he's noisy. And just discussing relaxed performances this morning, I realized if there was more of that, we could dare try some kinds of theater we've never tried before.
Theater should be available to all who want to be here. We're moving in a pretty amazing direction that we went from one relaxed performance last year, just the one, to everything that we've accomplished this year. So yeah, I get goosebumps talking about it's a pretty big deal.